will actually release a whole set of preferred hotel rates right across the world, where they've contracted stay pays or extra discounts and so forth. So those discounts will be made available to every Archer travel agent from here on. So what I'd like to do is make sure we send that through to yourself, and then if you can upload that onto your various channels, that would be amazing. But what I thought I might do is just start off with the basics. I mean, first off, it's nice for your agents to know that every single booking that they make on the platform does earn loyalty points. Okay, they're quite generous loyalty points, so that's as good as cash. So they're generally valid for sort of six months, but they can be extended beyond that as well. So just keep that in mind. And they can be redeemed for personal travel. They can be redeemed against an existing client booking that you might have. But we get a lot of positive feedback on the fact that we have a loyalty program. So you can find that directly under your name, and you should be able to see exactly how many loyalty points you've got. We have a lot of agents actually that are frequently using the platform that are now traveling around Europe 100% on points. So it's quite rewarding for us, to see that agents are enjoying some personal travel as well. So if we start off with the hotels, as I said, it's all dynamic, and there are some static pricing on this platform as well. We do have, I'll just quickly go to a search here for a sec. I'll just run a search for you. Actually, let's go to Perth. So the first thing I'll mention is that with us, you can book and hold. Okay, I know that's it's always a nice function for agents to have. So they can hold right up and through to the cancellation period, which could be anything to 12 months, right? So so that way they don't need to collect the monies up front from the customer. They can hold it, and it's locked in, and then they can sort out the payments with the customer. So what I've done here is I've just quickly sorted it. When I've done a search for Perth, for example, anytime you see a little thumbs up, that'll indicate that it is a direct contract that we have. Incidentally, we do have a worldwide agreement with Hilton Hotels across all of their brands. So every time you do click on a location, you will likely see that Hilton will have a thumbs up against it. Not all of them, but a lot of them will. And that just means that there are some exclusive contract rates that we have in place with Hilton worldwide. So that's a nice thing to know. So you'll see here it drops down in order of from lowest to highest. As with most booking platforms, there's a number of filters that agents can use to narrow it down and pinpoint the exact hotel that's going to provide the perfect stay for the customer. So the first thing is you can search directly by hotel name. You can search by price. You only want to see special offers, naturally by board and rating. What I personally encourage agents to do as well is to use the TripAdvisor, rating drop down as well. I think everybody likes to know that the hotel is well regarded by previous guests. So I do use that quite frequently when I'm filtering. And another one that I do use very frequently is the location filter. So of course you can filter by a specific area, but if you're looking for a particular landmark, within the city or a street, you can actually just, put in the, so if I go here, Perth Central, for example, I'll just pick something that's, fairly central, and it will just, it'll filter all the hotels as close to the center as possible, so I use that quite a lot. By rooms as well, if you're looking for twin share, triple, quadruple, etc., so you can filter by that. Also by facilities. Sometimes somebody is looking for an accessible room, as an example, or rooms with kitchens, and again the drop down filters will narrow the search down a little bit there. I'll just quickly have a look. I did notice there was a good special, for example, at the Crown Metropole. I'll just see if it's still available. There's stay pays all throughout the site. I think I noticed there was one at the Crown Metropole. Let me just have a quick look. Sorry, it's not finding that particular hotel at the moment. Now, once you actually go into the room itself, so let's just say, for example, you're interested in this particular Hilton hotel. You can see here that you've got the refundable rates. So if somebody wants to book that hotel, they just click on Book Now. And then go through the normal booking process of names, et cetera, and then continue. If it's a non-refundable, naturally payment is required at the same day. So if that's the case, once the booking has been made, you can simply go through to the actual booking, go to your bookings list, click on View Booking, and you can also pay now, and that allows you to put the credit card details in. We do offer the option also of paying through bank transfer as well to a Westpac local account if that's of interest to any agents, rather than paying by credit card. So once the booking has been made, a couple of things to note here is it does give you a docket ID. Now, if you have a customer that is staying at multiple hotels within their itinerary, and you want to keep all those hotels and synced to the one P&R, you can just go through to your original booking that you've made, click on Admin menu, and you can simply go to Add Booking and pick hotels or activities, submit that, and it'll create a docket ID. So all the bookings for that customer will stay within one bucket, if that makes sense. And that just makes it easier to keep them all together and print out in itineraries and pay the invoices and so forth. So that's just a little FYI that does come in handy from time to time. I'm just going to go back to the original search. A couple of little things to look out for as well that can make things a little bit easier. We've got these little love hearts here, for example. If you click on a love heart, what that into the favorites, which you'll find down the bottom of the screen. So you click on the favorites, and any hotels that you clicked on the love heart will appear here. And you can then email that directly through to yourself, mark up the pricing if you need to, and then embed that into your email and send it on to the customer. So that's a little quote template, if you like. So from here, I'll just quickly go back to the bookings page. Of course, you've got all the filters if you're looking for a particular booking. But if you click on one of the bookings that you've made, naturally you can cancel bookings, you can amend bookings, you can email vouchers to yourself as well as invoices. So when you first make a booking, you get sent a sales purchase order. At time of booking, you also get sent the customer voucher. And most agents like to have their logo on the voucher. So if that's missing for any reason, please get in contact with us and we'll obviously add it straight away. It's always nice to have your logo on the voucher as well. But you can email it through. There's booking notes section. If you want to, make some notes against this client, you can also add special requests as well. Something that I do want to highlight that we get a lot of positive comments on is our agent support functionality. So at the top here, you'll see there's a help button. We have an email or phone option, but what I always recommend is using the live chat. Now, this is 24/7. So, all times of the day, you'll have this service by one of our agents that are working on the Australian time zones, and you can connect to them within seconds. And I do encourage every agent to talk to them anytime you've got a question, not just when you get, when there's an issue, but if there is something that comes up. But even if it is about clarifying bedding in a room type, or you need some assistance in putting a booking in place, you've got a family and you just want to check the bedding, or you might need some help to actually find the right hotel that you're looking for. You're having some trouble, so you can come through to our team, and that they'll certainly be more than happy to help. Also, if you've seen a better price online anywhere else, of course, we want to be proactive and help you win that business. So by giving us that feedback in terms of what price you're trying to beat, helps us to help you as well. So please always, come through and ask. There's no harm in asking and seeing if we can beat a price for you. Obviously, then you get your loyalty points with Instant as well. So the other thing is, we have a sales team on the ground here, including myself. So anytime you'd like to talk to somebody a little higher up than agent support, you can always come through to myself. Be more than happy to help. And I think developing positive relationships, with suppliers is always good. And the more I get to know you and your booking trends and what your clientele look for in accommodation, the more I can sort of help you and keep you in mind, when we have specials that come up. But yeah, use that help button whenever you can. I think that's a really good tool that we have. Um, so we've got the hotels, which I've explained. They're all instant purchase. We've also got activities. So, anything from free walking tours right through to extended 3, 4, 5 day tours. If I just quickly take you into Rome as an example. So these are all also at net prices. So everything on our platform is set at net. So you can mark up completely at your discretion, okay, or whatever the parameters are that Arch Travel have set. So you can see here, there's everything from luggage storage right through to historical walking tours, culture and history, food and wine tours, various excursions. So you can select by category, by price, um, you know, how long you'd like the tour for, et cetera, et cetera. Actually, something that I forgot to mention back in hotels, if I just quickly take you back here. Something I did forget to mention is you'll see the hotel name, the star rating, etc. Under here, you'll see a couple of tabs: hotel page, quick view, share, and search. If you click on search and then you click on Google, it'll take you straight through to the actual Google page of the hotel, and then you can go straight in. So if you've got any questions regarding, room, bedding facilities, or whatever it might be, this takes you directly into the hotel website. And I haven't seen too many other websites where it actually directs you through to the hotel website itself. Okay, and that just helps you have all the information at your fingertips. So it's a very easy little click through functionality there. But I think, look, in terms of using the system, I think it is a case of just getting in there, logging in, having a play around, reaching out to our 24/7 support team, if you have questions. The more you use it, the more it becomes habitual and the more comfortable you become with it. It's like anything. So, we do encourage every agent just to jump in and have a play around. And of course, we're always here to support you. And I'll close it off by really sort of thanking Archer Travel, in general, and all the agents, for your support. And we want to have a strong, great relationship with each of the agents, and really, step up the support and see what we can do to work more strategically together. But thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate it. Of course, if you've got any questions, reach out. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate that. One of the questions that we have is, how does the commission structure work for travel agents using Instant Travel?
Yeah, good question. So everything on our platform is set at the net pricing. Um, from that point on, you can just mark up at your discretion. Yep. So whether you want to add a 10%, 15%, that's completely up to you. Uh, Personally, myself, when I'm, if I'm booking travel for friends and family, I look at, what's selling on bookings.com, Expedia. I make sure that I'm giving them a discount, but obviously I'm not restricting myself to any particular percentage. I'm just trying to make as much commission as possible by still giving a good deal to the customer. But it's not fixed. So it's completely up to you what you want to mark it up.
Perfect. As for customer support, is there 24/7 support for urgent booking issues or changes?
Yes, absolutely. So it's manned 24/7, right round the clock. And I was a travel agent. I had a travel business before I joined Instant. And, that's one of the reasons why we favored Instant because I knew that it didn't matter what time of day it was or night, I knew I could always get straight onto somebody. And, just to know that you've got that level of support behind you if something, does happen. That can happen when you've got people traveling international and somebody, arrives and for whatever reason they need to extend their stay or they need to cancel one night or whatever it might be. It's nice to know that you've got somebody right there that can fix it for you. So it is 24, a genuine 24/7 service.
Perfect. How does the platform handle group bookings or special event travel?
Yeah, another great question. And apologies, I did miss that. So we do have a dedicated groups team. And if you click on the groups tab, it'll take you straight through to a template. And it's just a matter of filling out the template, giving as much information as you can in terms of the budget, in terms of the group size, and what you're looking for. And you can put any special remarks in here as well. Our team will then turn that around reasonably quickly. We have a service level agreement in place, and within sort of 48 hours, we'll revert, with some communication. It may not mean that we have the quote within 48 hours, but certainly, within 24 hours to 48 hours, we'll at least start engaging with the agent to put it in place. We do have a lot of pre-existing group rates already in place with a lot of major hotel chains, so that helps us turn quotes around very quickly. But that is available to every agent of Archer Travel as well.
Perfect. Thank you. Next question is, are there any unique features or tools on Instant Travel that set you apart from other travel booking platforms?
Yeah, well, great question. I'm not familiar with every single platform out there. I think, look, one of the things that we are very shortly about to announce is a price drop alert, which I haven't seen on any other platforms. So, what that will mean is that if once you've made the booking before the cancellation deadline expires, the system will automatically run a scan behind the scenes. And if it identifies a lower price than what you've booked it for, it'll send you a notification to advise that that there has been a price drop, and you can then accept that, and it'll just automatically update in the system. So that means that you earn those extra few percent commission. Which you can either pass on to the client or you can retain that for yourself. But look, in terms of what sets us apart, look, we get a lot of positive feedback that we are extremely competitively priced, particularly in areas like Europe and the US. Our product team does put a lot of emphasis on contracting direct contracts with hotels. We aggregate as well. There are many different sources that we aggregate from, but I think the fact that we have our own contracting team, it does set us apart, somewhat from some of the other players. Um, And we do, like I said, we do release those specials every 4 to 6 weeks, where we've negotiated over and above your normal wholesale pricing. But yeah, I'm pretty confident that if you have a look and you have a look at the pricing, compare us to some of the other competitors, you'll find our pricing to be very competitive. And the
Perfect.
fact that we have loyalty points, not every platform has loyalty points. I think a lot of agents love booking on our platform because of the fact that they do get loyalty points, which is as good as cash, and you can redeem them for personal travel.
Perfect. Next question is, can agents make multiple bookings for different services in a single transaction?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So once you've made a booking, let's take you straight back in. So once you've made a booking, you can add tour or an activity to that booking simply by clicking on add booking. And if you wanted to, for example, add a activity to that hotel booking, you would just go through the same process. It creates a docket ID, and it just keeps that activity attached to the hotel booking. Okay, so every time you search for that customer, all their bookings will be synced together, so you can book them as one trip.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. That's the last question that we have for today. Is there anything else that you would like to add for the agents before we close out?
Well, no, look, I suppose, I'd like to give you my email and phone. My phone is 0426 my email is david@instanttravel.com with two N's, instanttravel.com. So, anytime I can be of any assistance, please do give me a call. If you're organizing some travel for some clients, you've got some quotes on your desk and you'd like some assistance with it to see, whether we can come to the table with some very competitive pricing, reach out anytime. Like we want to be here working with you, and like I said, we don't want just a superficial relationship where we're a sit and forget platform. Um, we really want to get to know you and what you're quoting on, so we can help you out.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, David, and thank you all the travel agents for joining us today. Like David said, please reach out to him if you have any questions on the platform or you need help or anything. Please reach out to him for instant travel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day and enjoy. David, thanks again for joining us.
No, you're welcome. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your time.
Bye.
Thank you. Ciao.